Sorry, there was a piece of hair on. There was a piece of hair on my uh, screen. Good way to start the video or live stream. Three. Hold on. Sorry about that. Wow. My hair looks ugly. Not as ugly as me. Guys, I look like somebody just walked out of a freshly dug grave. Why can't I be more nice to myself? Why can't I just be more nice to myself? It's so simple. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Action. Hi, welcome back to my weekend live streams here on YouTube. I am Dom Kills, and well, let's just talk about like how my week went. So first things first, I do want to apologize for the way I look. I had just gotten off of work, so yeah. Or I gotten off work a few hours ago, and currently right now I look like somebody just got out of surgery or just got done taking a nap. Which, by the way, it's most likely I look like I just got done taking a nap. Yeah. Then I just pulled out my phone and well, got my tripod out and now I'm live. I'm now live. Yay. Ugh. So, as you can tell, we're back in my closet again. Um, except, yeah, we're back in my closet again. It's, yeah, it's a lot. So, I guess I should start talking about how this week went for me. So, last time we spoke, obviously, it was Sunday for me, which meant, well, we were live Sunday. And then the next thing, hello, what's up? Hello, hello there. Sorry, I'm just talking about how my week went. How are you doing though? How are you doing today? Are you crying? Is that a crying emoji? Hi, hi. So, how are you, bro? I'm okay. I got up from taking a nap and now I'm live. What about you? Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Janat? Nat? Janet? Janet? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I am known for saying a lot of names wrong. So please forgive me. But yeah, so anyways, back to what I was talking about. So my week. My week was okay, out of all the days that I feel like I need to stress out or talk about, the most stressful day of my week is in fact Monday. Monday was most definitely that's the day that took the cake for me. Hey, where are you from? I'm from the US. I'm from the US. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. Chandy? Well, it's okay. Well, it's good that you're doing good. Well, anyways, so the reason why I say Monday was my most stressful day, is because, well, for one thing, I was at work, and it was Labor Day. And to those who don't know, Labor Day, here in the U.S., I don't know if they celebrate Labor Day like anywhere else. I mean, if they do, please tell me because I'd love to know. Um, but yeah, so on Monday when I was working by myself on Labor Day, I basically had a lot happen to me. So one of the things that happened to me on Monday was that I had trash, like I had trash thrown on top of me, basically. I had trash thrown on top of me. I had trash thrown on top of me. I wish I was kidding. Excuse me. So pretty much here's what happened. So when I was outside getting ready to take out some trash that needed to be taken out, and we weren't really that packed, so or at least I assume we weren't that packed, meaning like there weren't that many people. So I thought, okay, simple enough. I can just take out the trash real quick and be done with it, and then I can move on to what I needed to do next. Yeah, no. So when I went to flung open the trash bag into the garbage bin that we had in the back at my workplace, the bottom of the garbage bag ripped open, and next thing I know, I am covered head to toe in trash. Actual trash. I'm talking, I'm covered in coffee grounds, I'm covered in juice, I'm covered in grease. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, I had so much trash, like, thrown on top of me, and it wasn't even by a person, it was literally by myself. And I couldn't believe that happened because, like, bro, how does that happen? It's okay. Um, yeah. Yeah, so after that, I had to go to my coworkers and explain to them what had happened, but judging by the way I looked, because I literally walked inside with trash covered, like, I mean, coffee with like the coffee grounds, the juices, everything. Hi there, Sky. How are you doing today? With the coffee grounds, the juices, the grease, everything was like from head to toe, all over my body. My coworker saw me and they were like, "Okay, go clean up." And I was like, okay, thank you. And I I went into the bathroom to clean up. Basically, I had to clean up myself because, like I said, I was covered in coffee grounds, I was covered in juice, and I was covered in grease, and I was covered in God knows what else. um, yeah. So not only was that happening to me on Monday, um, with coworker, yeah, I was with my coworker, but my coworker wasn't with me. So my coworker, she works the front desk. So really, she doesn't work in the breakfast area where I work at, and at the hotel where I work at. So she's more front desk. But yeah, but anyways, so when I was cleaning myself off, like after I was done cleaning myself off, I went into the kitchen, and the next thing I know, says someone needs my attention because apparently some a child had accidentally spilled some juice right in the middle of the serving area, and I was just like, oh, may this day not get any worse for me. Because literally all of a sudden, there's like all these people just coming in, and I didn't know what else to do. So I just took out two signs and said, hey, be cautious because someone had a little spillage, meaning a child had accidentally spilled some juice. And not only that, but we were also very low on certain food products. So one of the food products we were low on was, of course, the eggs, right? So we were low on omelets. Like those just ran out quickly. So I was just like, okay, I need to think of something else. Then I decided to substitute scrambled eggs because scrambled eggs. But then we ran out of those. Like, and this was like an hour before we closed, an hour before we had to close up the breakfast area. No no joke. No joke. I had put out some grits, thinking, grits can help. Plus it looks like they can last for the last hour before I gotta close. Literally, someone came up to me and was like, I can't believe you don't have any eggs. I can't believe you don't have any scrambled eggs. I hope you go and off yourself." Basically, that was my entire Monday. My Monday morning, okay? It wasn't even like noon or anywhere close to noon. It wasn't even like 9 o'clock. Yeah. It wasn't even 9 a.m. And then some person just comes up to me and tells me to go off myself just because we ran out of scrambled eggs, which didn't make any sense because we do get shippings on Monday, which meant on that same day, once we closed, the shipping would come, and then the next day I would have scrambled eggs. But I kept telling them, "Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, but I'm doing the best I can." We have so we do have hard boil eggs, and if you don't know, hard boiled eggs are basically like, well, eggs that are, you keep in like your fridge or so. Like we had those. But yeah, the fact that someone came up to me and told me that I should go off myself just because um we ran out of scrambled eggs was literally the worst. And yeah. And like I said, that was my entire Monday. That was my Monday. Okay? That was my Monday. And it wasn't even 9 a.m. It wasn't even like 9 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't 9 o'clock in the morning. I had been up since 4 a.m. So that means I was up for 5 hours. And I already had a person telling me that. And honestly, it just sucks. Yeah. And it wasn't till, yeah. Wasn't till like one of the other guests had came up to me and had said something to me like, "Hey, listen, I understand what you're going through. You're doing your best to can you're doing your best. Don't take anything what people have to say to heart, and keep just keep going, okay?" And then once we did close, I felt like I could finally breathe. Like Monday, yeah. Like after I heard the words from that woman, I was just like, I'm just ready to go home now, but I did know that um I did have to finish up other things for the next day. This is why I hate Mondays. Yeah, I hate Mondays too, but I have work on Mondays, so I have to work Mondays, because I need to get a job because I need money. But yeah, this is just some of the things that, you know, my job entails. I mean, I've learned that a lot of people in this world will, when they see you struggling or so, some will send you flowers and words of encouragement, and others will just try to send you, well, horrible messages that you would not want to say. So yeah. And overall, like I said, that was my entire Monday, really. That was my Monday. Basically, Monday, I was tired, I was upset, and honestly, I didn't even know who to talk to about it. But I did post a story on my Instagram. So if you were to see my Instagram stories, you would know. But yeah, sorry, so sorry. My eyes are just watery. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Monday really took a lot out of me. I just think that I don't know why, but so many people out there in this world just really know how to like make you feel miserable. And then the next day, because the next day was Tuesday, and I had to go back into work that day. Um, when Tuesday came around, um, I saw the same person, and this time when I had the scrambled eggs out and plenty of it, they were like, "Oh, good, finally you did something right today." And I was just like, "I'm sorry." And I just walked away. Honestly, that's just, yeah. I don't know how to explain that. I mean, because normally I don't know why, but I had this sudden urge to like be like, to just scream at them, you know? Like, just scream. Like, try to explain to them that, you know, I'm sorry for how slow everything was, but I'm just one person, okay? I work by myself Mondays and Tuesdays, and I count myself lucky and lucky enough to work by myself 2 days by myself, whereas my other coworker, he works 3 days by myself, and yeah, he definitely deserves more of the money than me because, well, he has his own life to take care of and he has his own family. Meanwhile, I'm just me just trying to see if I can make it to another week without breaking down because of either work or personal stuff. The personal stuff when I'm off camera. But yeah. So Monday was definitely my worst day. Definitely would not have anyone be in that same situation as I was in on Monday, or I wouldn't, or better yet, I would not want anyone to experience the same Monday that I went through. But yeah, I do hope that next Monday, I do hope that next Monday though, that becomes a little bit easier for me because I feel like the reason why that Monday was so stressful was because it was a holiday weekend and it was in fact, well, since it was Labor Day, we had like a lot of people. We had like over 100 so people stay with us and I was working by myself. So, yeah. So yeah, so I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy and I always got to remember that sometimes even I'm human. So, yeah. So a lot of times I need to learn that I can't really control a lot of uh a lot of me most times. If that makes sense. Yeah. So pretty much Monday was considered like my worst day. Monday was obviously my worst day this week. Tuesday at work kind of got a little bit better. I mean, it wasn't as chaotic, but it definitely helped me felt more relaxed. Oh, Polaris 122 has something to say. One time I worked as a cash register, a cashier, I think, in Target, and a lady tried to pay with check. Okay, so the check machine malfunctioned, so I tried to fix it, but I guess it's but I guess to her it looks like I don't know what I'm doing. I said, "Lady, I tried to help you, but she just left her cart in line and left the store." Um, yeah. I mean, I've never really worked as a cashier, but I have worked yeah, I've never worked as a cashier. I never worked at except when I was a kid, but really those weren't jobs. That was back when my family did a few yard sales here and there, or we did yard sales for charities when I was a kid, and I would be one who was in charge of um, helping with the money and yeah. Sorry my English is not improving. It's still improving. I'm so sorry. I am tired. My English is terrible too, I'm gonna be honest. And I live in the US. I live in the US and sometimes my English is not good. Okay? And it's weird because, like I said, I was born and raised here in the US. So, yeah. It's, yeah. Yeah, because I had, here's the thing though that not a lot of people know. I was in speech therapy when I was a kid. So, because I couldn't really pronounce certain words or letters right as a kid. So, whenever I would say a word or a letter of a word, or a letter in that word, basically I would screw up just like that. And it took me years to, I mean, not like perfect my wording or English, but excuse me, sorry. But like I now I just try to keep doing what I'm doing, improving every day, even as an adult, which is weird. So yeah. So yeah. Okay, well Tuesday pretty much like I said, actually two things happened on Tuesday. Tuesday pretty much was that story about the same lady who got upset over the scrambled eggs, and then when I did have scrambled eggs, she said, "Oh great, well you finally did something right." Yeah. But anyways, so another thing that happened Tuesday was Tuesday evening. Now that was the evening basically where I was like, okay, I have this whole evening. I don't have to go to work and that work tomorrow. I can just sleep in, but I do want to go to the convenience store just down the road because I figured, why not? It was just down the road. I can go down there, get something, get maybe get a few drinks I like, maybe get this, maybe get that. So I went down to the convenience store, got what I needed, and then I left the convenience store. And it wasn't till like as I was leaving the convenience store. Um, okay, so while I was leaving, I'd entered this one road that connected to another road that led to the neighborhood where I live at. But there's also a highway, like a very busy highway, and across the street on the other side of the highway where I was at, there was these two large fences, and one of the fences were open, and there was these two dogs, right? And there were just cars going like left and right. So I was just thinking, good Lord, please protect these dogs. And I guess there must have been like a certain period where like there weren't any cars because when I had reached a certain point on the road I was walking up to, one of the dogs somehow managed to cross the road without getting hit by any cars or trucks and then started chasing me up the road. And I was just like, oh God. And I just started running and running and running. Like I was running as fast as I can. And then once I reached a certain distance, I turned around and saw that the dog just like left and started chasing some neighbor's chickens, I guess. I don't know. I saw the dog chase some chickens, that's all I remember. And yeah, normally I know for a fact normally when someone experiences that, they're just like, "Oh, it's just a dog." But here's the thing though. Back in 2023, and I don't know how many times I've mentioned this, but in 2023 basically, in February specifically 2023, I was on a run one morning, and while I was going on a run, I'd enter this one neighborhood, and then when I went to turn around, and then as I was about to leave the neighborhood, all of a sudden a lady's dog just jumped over the fence and then started chasing me. And next thing I know, like I didn't know how close it got until the dog had bit me right in the back of my left leg. Like actually bit me in my left leg. So after that had happened, I just ran back to the house. Well, technically I walked or like wobbled because really I couldn't even start to feel my left leg because there was skin that was torn. Yeah, so afterwards I got home and then one of my step parents took me to urgent care and I pretty much informed everyone that I was in urgent care that day. I spent about a good 2 hours in urgent care and then after I had left and went to my local pharmacy to get my medication, um, yeah. Yeah. And let's just say I spent like 2.5 weeks on antibiotics and ointments for my wound. This guy. Yeah. So that's why I was running from that dog as fast as I can that day on Tuesday because I did not want an incident that had happened to me back in 2023 when I was attacked by a dog. Yeah. Just me, I guess. But yeah, so that had happened, and then afterwards, so Wednesday and Thursday were pretty normal for me. I went on a run. I did what I did. I basically also tried to give my room really good deep clean on Thursday because yeah, I just needed it to clean up. I just needed to do some cleaning. However, though Friday definitely took a little bit of the cake. Nothing like bad or anything. I wasn't like at work or anything, but when it was exactly 8 a.m., when it was 8 a.m., I had uh, I had woken up by the sound of a doorbell. Now, my room actually has a window that can overlook the porch, and when I'd open up the blinds to see who was there was an exterminator, and I was just like, I didn't know an exterminator was coming today, so yeah, so I just walked out of my room. I was wearing my running clothes. It was 8 a.m. I had went to the doorway, checked, say hello, and we talked, and then I went back inside and I made sure everything was ready for the dude to the man to do his job and exterminate around certain rooms and around certain areas of the house. And yeah, that was my Friday. Then afterwards, everyone was saying like, thank you so much because, yeah. Oh wow, it sounds like you had a hard week. Don't worry, it happens to all of us. It will pass. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah. Basically, I need this week pretty much like took the cake for me. And then Saturday came. Whoa, that screen just got bright. Sorry. So Saturday today came, and honestly, today was kind of low key chill, except I may have ended up I don't know how, but someone was trying to convince. I somehow almost ended up breathing in pesticides. Do not ask. Do not ask how that happened. Let's just say I was right next to a machine that apparently was airing out pesticides, and I did not know that until I smelled something and someone told me to walk away fast. I'm doing okay, Cassandra. Thank you very much. How are you? So, I'm hoping next week can be a little better. I mean, it should be because next week, um, yeah, I'm hoping next week is just more chill, just more chill for me because I just can't deal with this week pretty much like took the cake for me. I don't know why. I feel like this is what happens to me. What happens to me sometimes? Like I feel like I will be having an okay day, like one day throughout the week, and then next thing I know, something happens. Something happens. Hi, Crystal. Yeah, something happens, and basically, I experience what it feels like to have run through like, well, metaphorically, run through like 7 brick walls. Yeah. But also, if you can't tell, so in today's live stream, I'm also wearing this necklace here. I'm also wearing this little necklace here, as you can tell. Uh, yeah, a lot of people, I don't know why they want to give other people a hard time, especially when like they're working very hard. I mean, I work my very best. I try to make sure that I somehow meet everyone's accommodations. Like Monday, like I said, if you were here earlier in my live stream and you heard what happened to me on Monday, then uh you know why this week on Monday pretty much took like me like out like that. But yeah, I don't know if you can like fast forward the live stream back, so you can hear the part about me talking about like how my Monday was. But yeah, the only thing that I thought though on Monday when I was serving out the food was the fact that we had plenty enough meats, like meats and biscuits. Like we had plenty of those to give out, and I thought that's all fine and dandy. But apparently, a lot of people like to not think so because on Sunday, on Sunday, we basically people were complaining that there weren't enough meats, and then the next day, when I had put out enough meats, apparently on that same day, everyone was disappointed because we didn't have. Well, one person was very disappointed, and yeah, they really used vulgar words, or their words, or their sweet words, to talk about how they were disappointed in the fact that I wasn't making enough eggs. I mean, yeah. Monday, like I said, definitely took a toll on me. Plus, I mean, it was also a holiday, so, and if you know what, if you know what my life is like, and you understand, like, or I don't know, if you work at a hotel, I should say, if you work at a hotel, then you would know what it's like to deal with so many people who are nice to you during the holidays, and then other times looks like they have those faces where they want to rip your head off. Metaphorically. I mean, yeah, metaphorically. But yeah, I just don't know what's with people who give other people such a hard time for no good reason when they're trying and showing you that they're trying, and all you want to do is just like tear them down bit by bit, like too much. Yeah. But yeah, so I also wanted to show you guys this. So as you can tell, basically I'm wearing a necklace, and the reason why is because I had been wearing this necklace for a few days now. I started wearing this necklace for a couple weeks or a couple days throughout the past few weeks, for a while now, and honestly though, it feels kind of nice. So I bought this necklace back last year in 2024, but I haven't really started like wearing it until just a couple weeks ago, but it was only for like I'd wear this for like a certain period of amount of days, and then when evening comes around, I would take my necklace off and just set it aside and just go to bed. And honestly, I don't know why, but I feel like it kind of helps a little bit because, yeah, it just helps a little bit. This neck thing, well, it's a crystal. It's a clear crystal. Not a real crystal. It's not a real crystal, but it's one of those just like jewelry made, or I don't know, like fake jewelry. But basically, from what I've been told, this is supposed to, like, since it's a clear crystal, it's supposed to give out like good vibes, I guess, or like clean energy from what people tell me. Or if I'm saying all this information wrong, Uh, please correct me. Uh, yeah, I just wear this thinking, I don't know why, but I just feel a little bit more positive, or like just like a little bit more happy or better or something, or like everything will be okay if like I wear this necklace, and no matter what, I just gotta, I don't know, kind of like makes me feel like there are good vibes coming my way, I guess. I know that sounds weird. I know that sounds weird, but that's just what it feels like to me. Why am I wearing black? Why am I wearing black? Because black is cool. Black is slimming. The color black is a classic color that's never gonna go away. It is awesome. Same with this necklace. This necklace, I like it. The color black, I like it. I've been wearing the color black since like seventh grade, I think. I think seventh grade. Whereas beforehand, I used to wear like an abundance of colors, but yeah. But now but then when I was 13, I started wearing black. And then when I hit my 20s, I started experimenting with like other colors, but still with like darker shades. Like I have some hoodies here. Like this one's a gray see-through hoodie. This one's another gray see-through hoodie. Um, I think I've worn this before. Oh yeah, that one says the Reebok. Hold on, let me show you. Yeah. I don't even know what Reebok is. I don't even know what Reebok is, but someone went and bought for me for some reason, and I'm only doing that because it literally moved and touched my face. Like, yeah. I don't know what Reebok is, or I don't know if I'm saying that right. If I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. Thank you. But, yeah. Yeah. I just pray and hope that, though, that next week everything is fine. I do hope that tonight, though, I do get some good sleep as well, because last night, I mean, I don't know. Last night I kept on for some reason I kept on having to look at my clock, thinking thinking that my alarm was gonna go off. Like, no joke, I had passed out around 9:30 last night, 9:30 p.m. And then when I opened my eyes, I thought it was gonna be like 2 a.m. or something, or like 2 hours, or like 2 hours before my alarm would go off. No, it was like 10. I don't know why, but it felt like I went to bed at 9:30 and then I opened my eyes and it was just about to hit 10. So I was like, really? For the past 30 minutes? I thought like a few hours had passed, but it was only 30 minutes. Like, I don't know why, because like, when did time start to go slow? When did time start to go slow when normally it's like going by way too fast? My friend buys a funny sweatshirt that says, uh, B Bose? Am I saying that right? Instead of Adidas. Oh, okay. Well, what does a Bebos mean? What does a Bebos mean? Eh. If it's something that, I shouldn't say, I'm sorry. If it's a good thing, then yeah. It's a fake knockoff. Oh. Oh, it's a knockoff. Oh, kind of like, because here, okay, but I don't know. I think they do it like all around. So, the brand, oh shoot, what was it called? I'm trying to think of, like, how like with cereal brands, they have like knockoff versions of cereal brands. Like, one is, I'm trying to think of one, like a, um, oh, come on, think. Fruity Pebbles, I think. I think one is like Fruity Pebbles and another one's like a knockoff, like Fruity Stones or something. I don't know. I mean, and then there's one that's called like Bowberry, and another one that's called like Berry Balls or something. I don't know. Generic. Oh, jeez. I am so sorry. I'm so tired. I can't even. Oh, look at my hair. Yeah. Thank you for correcting me on that, Polaris. Yeah, so. Okay. So yeah, so I am gonna be getting off live here in just a few minutes, but I will be saying this. So pretty much I will be live again tomorrow. I will be live again tomorrow, and let's just hope that on tomorrow's live stream, you know, I get to try to start that week off like very smoothly as possible. So please pray for me for tomorrow, and hopefully yeah, everything will be fine. Yeah, I also have some new paintings that I've done that I would love to show you. So, yeah, if you want to see some new paintings for tomorrow, make sure you are here for tomorrow's live stream, which of course means turn on the bell notification so you can be notified just in case. Yeah, I will also, yeah, I think I'll be starting to post, I'll try to be post. I think I'll post like a short video on Tuesday, but I don't know if I like wanted to make it like what I normally do, like Bob's Burgers related, or maybe I should post like a zodiac sign astrology video, like I did beforehand, like here and there. But yeah, I'm only saying because so far my recent video, one of my not recent, but like a video I did back in 2023. That astrology video now has over like 50,000 views, which by the way, thank you. Mwah. Don't know how that was possible, but thank you. Yeah. So, but that's just an idea. That's just an idea. Um, yeah. But I also tried to short. I also tried to post a short video on Thursday next week as well. So, yeah. But yeah. Yeah, if yeah, that's gonna be it for today's live stream, I guess. Again, thank you all so much for joining my live today. I hope you all have a wonderful day and or night, and I hope to see you all tomorrow for my live stream for tomorrow as well. So make sure you turn on the bell notifications wherever that may be, but also make sure to subscribe and like this live stream. And yeah, if you want to join again for my live stream tomorrow, don't forget to, like what I said, hit the bell notifications. I normally go live around 3 p.m. Eastern time here in the US. So yeah, if you want to join me on my live stream and chat, or maybe you just wanna, I don't know, you're bored and just want to talk, or just want to chat, totally wouldn't mind. But yeah, that's I hope to see you all for tomorrow's live stream. So, but yeah. But anyways, thank you all to everyone for joining my live stream to yeah, sorry. Thank you all again for joining my live stream today. I will see you all tomorrow. And as always, take care, stay safe, and I love you. Mwah. Bye. Mwah.